My name is Kaylin Nichols. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the stage manager. I grew up on that movie, one of my favorite Christmas films ever. I used to be able to quote it growing up.
I'm Marcus Cox, he, him pronouns, and I'm the director of Whose Holiday? So out of all of the holiday traditions and movies and musicals and things like that, How the Grinch Stole Christmas wasn't really one of those that was like a thing for our family where we definitely had to watch it. But when it was on, if I was flipping through, I'd see it, I'd catch it. So I've certainly watched the more recent movie, the Jim Carrey one. I find it funny. It's just, him being funny. So that's always a good one. I do, if anything though, I enjoy the lesson and the message of the story. I think that that's a beautiful one, that people can be filled just by love, or at least let that be the catalyst to changing your perception or concepts of life. And I think that's a beautiful message, especially during the holiday season where, let's face it, not everyone gets that Norman Rockwell Christmas experience. Some people have really tough lives or not that much family. But it's beautiful to see a type of show or a type of story that tells this idea of that you can find family and you can find love. And for the Grinch, for sure, he finds family in a different way.
Really innocent young child who is trying to navigate through life's troubles and how she sees the world and adapting to her surroundings. Yeah, she's all grown up, dealing with more adult problems than she was when she was a little girl. Not well, but it's still the Cindy Lou who we love, regardless of her hot mess nature nowadays.
That idea of innocence and love and acceptance and understanding, that's certainly who Cindy is. As we've built this production, our Cindy is obviously completely different. So with Whose Holiday, our Cindy, the biggest thing that we're making sure that is conveyed is that this is a woman, she is an adult woman that has lived an adult's life. And so, what we're really doing is making sure that it's a holiday show, but it's an adult's holiday show. And I know that all the adults that come to see the show are going to connect in a way with this story. I think it's the approach to life, right? We get to see, and she tells a story that weaves through her childhood and the innocence and then the loss of innocence and trying to adjust in a world where she's been taken or has been ostracized from that safe-knit community, and she has to build her own life. Yet we see her looking at it with this really bright, everything's going to be okay, the glass is half full mentality. And the juxtaposition of that is what's really funny.
This is different from most shows that I've done. It's much smaller than what I'm used to. I get to do large-scale musicals, or about an 8 to 10 cast straight plays is normally what I've done throughout my career. This one is a one-person show and doesn't really need a lot of prepping paperwork. It just needs me to be in the script, knowing what's going on, and I pay special attention to special effects and props with this one.
The biggest thing is the collaboration with the production team has been great. Our set designer, Amy, is fabulous, and she's really the key point to her and the rest of the team too is that we're all listening to each other. We are all drinking the same Kool-Aid, basically. We're figuring this thing out together on what exactly this show is and what it's supposed to look like, and they're allowing me to go to crazy reaches of my mind and pulling out some real fun stuff. Lots of sounds, lots of who's its and what's its and inanimate objects coming to life in a way that isn't freaky, but is still really fun.
How he works is one of the keys to being a stage manager, and I really enjoy working with him a lot because he set down what his vision was at this meeting that we had. Pee-wee's Playhouse comes into play, and we're gonna have a really weird recliner that does some fun stuff, so it's just paying attention to where his needs are.
when I read the show, I couldn't think of anybody else. Courtney and I, the greatest thing that we've got going for each other is that we've been friends for over 20 years. So, you know, we don't speak the same language, but we understand each other in a way that is really helpful in this process. You know, we're able to be honest with each other, and I feel so comfortable, and I'm really grateful that she's comfortable with me being the director in this show. You know, not often first of all, not often are there too many one-woman shows, but then to do this one-woman show and then allow, you know, a male director to be the lead, but really I'm just kind of guiding the ship more than saying, you know, this is what you do. This is her show. It's gonna be her show, and it's gonna look like it's something that the Courtney Oliver that we know and appreciate as a performer and a creator. You'll get to see her all the way through it. And if anything, I'm just there to say, yes, that's funny. That is funny, but let's find a different way to do it. And making sure that we create an atmosphere in a world that is safe and great for her.
2 words, pure joy. I really love this script. She has a way of looking at the glass half full instead of half empty given her circumstances. And I think we can all take a page out of her book.
You know, season 54 for Playhouse on the Square has been built. It is a beautiful season, but this is our holiday show. This is a show that talks about Christmas. This is the show that talks about the holidays in particular. And I'm excited that it's an adult themed holiday show. This is just for the adult. And we don't always get that opportunity to be adults in the holidays where you don't have to think about what are the kids gonna do. This is a good one to just sit back, relax, and know that, hey, no one's beating me over the head with, you know, a lesson plan or a story. This is just my time to really lay back and enjoy myself. And you might get a little lesson too, but if anything, you're really gonna enjoy yourself.